a young man, 16-year-old Albert Kennedy, fell to his death from the top of a car park in Manchester whilst trying to escape a carload of homophobic bullies. For some young people, they come out, or their parents find out they're gay, and suddenly they're homeless, or living in an abusive or hostile environment, and often they've been totally rejected by their families and friends. Social services, homelessness organisations just cannot always cope with the issues, and so the young person can end up feeling even more rejected. And that is where the Albert Kennedy Trust comes in. Now, he doesn't want anyone here to make a great fuss over him this evening. Please just treat him as you would any other great man. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ian McKellen.
Thank you, sweetheart. Christmas has started very early this year. Lovely. But there's no mistletoe here. I should have brought some with me. But being gay, you know what it's like. Everyone's had a problem. Some people it's a small one, others it's a huge one. And clearly for Albert Kennedy it was a tragic and disastrous one. And yet since then, I mean, so many fantastic, wonderful things have happened. People have been sort of dropping out of the closet in thousands. I'm still waiting for a footballer, aren't you? The changes that have been made have been made by government. And it's quite unusual, really. I mean, governments on the whole do not lead social change. They follow it. But in this case, with the approval of members of Parliament from all parties, they gradually got rid of every bad law that was sitting on the constitutional tree and let it drop and squash on the ground where it will never be heard of again. And then they did more. They gave us civil partnership. But now, 20 years ago, the age of consent was 21 for gay men. I don't know what it was for women. Nobody had ever imagined that women would want to sleep together. Unless they were waiting for a man to come and make them really happy. You know? But against all odds, those laws were changed and an equal age of consent was established. And gradually this has been happening over the last 20 years. And it's been happening, frankly, through people like you. Maybe not you, maybe you're too young. But people just a little bit older than you realised there was something to be done and that it could be done. It's only 3 years, I think, since Section 28 was repealed. Remember what that little law said? Nasty, brutish, short law. It said that you should not, in a state-maintained school, which is most of them, of course, talk positively about being gay. And that to refer to a gay partnership was to refer to a pretended family relationship. Can you imagine how insulting that was? And that's what got me out of the closet. I mean, I could not stand that Parliament was going to defame me and make me a second-class citizen. And that was true of many, many other people too. Schools have been told by the law of the land that they must not talk positively about gay people. That was only repealed 3 years ago. So suddenly you've got all schools in the country, 30,000 of them, all bewildered as to what they should do. Perhaps they've rather enjoyed not having to face the issues. Perhaps they've rather been relieved that when a gay topic came up, they could shut up and tell the child to go away, and because it was against the law to talk to them about it. But now that's not true anymore. And Stonewall is encouraging schools to work out how they shall best treat their gay students, their straight students with gay families, their straight students with gay members of the family, and of course their gay teachers. And actually, the astonishing thing is, whether it's a public school, whether it's a state-maintained school, whether it's a faith school, whether it's in London, whether it's in the north of England, where I go tomorrow, Wigan and Bolton, or out in the sticks, the kids have no problem at all. Why should they? They've been brought up seeing gay people on TV, seeing stories about gay people, perhaps aware that the laws have changed in various directions. And I went to a school in Leytonstone the other day where the head girl was a beautiful lesbian, and you know, proudly out, age 17. You know, it's sort of incredible, really. Now, all this is positive. It's fantastic. But I've only been to about 15 schools, and I'm sure there's some difficult ones to come. But this work is not going to be done, is my point, by government. The laws have been changed. It's only going to be done by people who care. And it's the same with the Albert Kennedy Trust. AKT identified a problem, and over 20 years has been trying to solve it, case by case by case. And they have to go on doing it. Government can't do it. There's no law to be changed which will make it all right. How can we tackle it? Well, we can tackle it case by case, person by person, and that's why this evening is so important, and why Albert Kennedy Trust is absolutely vital for the lives and the safety and the self-confidence, not just of the people, their clients, but of the rest of us. Because until every single person is able to come out and say they're gay and be accepted without exception, this country will not be as good as it could be. It's all changing, and you're part of it, and you're the beneficiaries of it, and we're passing it on, and it's absolutely fantastic. But we are in a time of change, and in change, you move forward, and then you slip back. They know that in Proposition 8 in California. Yeah. Everything goes forward, and then there's a reaction to it. The reaction hasn't happened yet here, except for those people who shout from the sidelines, but I'm waiting for the politician who suddenly decides that there are votes in being anti-gay. You can't take anything for granted. You have to go on, if not fighting, being aware. Just keep your eye open. And in the meantime, support the people who are doing a job right where it matters, saving lives literally, lives like our own, with the Trust. I think it's fantastic you're here. I wish you a very, very, very happy Christmas and good luck.
So please enjoy yourselves, and thank you to the Albert Kennedy Trust, and please join me in thanking Sir Ian McKellen. Thank you very much.